Welcome to this Microsoft Education Guide for the Inclusive Classroom. In this interactive guide, you'll see how inclusive math features from Microsoft provide a toolbox of free capabilities to empower students of all abilities and learning styles, improve comprehension of written problems and their solutions, and enable students to work independently at their own pace. To navigate this interactive guide, follow the prompts on the screen or use your forward and back arrows. In today's diverse classrooms, math can pose challenges for students with different skills and backgrounds. Microsoft OneNote includes math tools that can help all types of learners, whether it's used on a desktop, tablet, or on the web. To get started, open the Draw tab. Let's begin by using the Pen tool to write a simple equation. Now, use the Lasso tool to select the handwriting and then click or tap the Math button. Notice how a math pane opens where the inked equation was automatically converted into math, and students can get help solving the equation. OneNote recognizes the type of math equation and presents a list of relevant options. In this case, let's solve for x. Students can see the correct answer and even show the steps for solving the equation. Sometimes you can see different methods for solving the same problem. In this case, select the suggested steps. Students who might have trouble following along with the text in the math pane can view these steps in the Immersive Reader. The Immersive Reader makes text easier to read and will even read it aloud with visual cues so students can follow along.
Steps for solving linear equation.
Students can adjust the view using several easy-to-use features. Text preferences allow students to increase text size and spacing, choose from different easy-to-read font types, and even change the background color. Grammar options let students split words into syllables and highlight parts of speech. And reading preferences include line focus, picture dictionary, and the ability to translate text into other languages, by the word or the entire document. Let's look at these tools, beginning with line focus. Line focus is like a built-in reading ruler that helps students reduce distractions as they scroll down the page. Let's return to reading preferences. For non-native English speakers, the Translate option provides a long list of languages for instant translation. In this case, let's select Spanish. Students can translate the entire document or simply point to a word to see the original and its translation side by side.
Subtract. Restar.
If the picture dictionary option is selected, the definition includes a graphical representation of each word to improve multisensory processing. Let's return to the math pane in OneNote. Once a student understands the solution, they can get more experience by generating a practice quiz in Microsoft Forms. Using AI, Forms creates a new set of similar questions. Students can indicate how many questions they want to answer or go with the default, which is 3. Scroll down to take a look. With the practice quiz, students get an opportunity to work on their math skills independently without worry of being stigmatized, and when they submit their answers, they get immediate feedback letting them know which questions they got right and which ones they didn't. To see an example, follow the prompts to select one correct and one incorrect answer. Now scroll down and finish the quiz. Let's view the results. Students can see any answers they missed along with the correct choice. Teachers who use the OneNote class notebook can use the Microsoft Forms practice quiz feature to generate quizzes that can be distributed to students in their own class notebooks. Next, let's take a look at the graphing function in OneNote. OneNote lets students input equations the way that works best for them. They can use handwriting or type it in depending on their abilities and preferences. In this case, let's type in a function. Now, select the text and convert it to math. The Math pane presents a list of actions students can choose to perform on this function. In this case, let's graph it in 2D. Students can interact with the graph. For example, they can zoom in. They can hover over a point on the graph to get its coordinates. They can see key graph features. And they can plot them on the graph if they want. When they're finished, they can insert the entire graph on the page to save as a visual reference or record of their work. Let's scroll down and look at another graphing example. Inclusive math tools empower students of different abilities or learning styles to work at their own pace and get extra support when they need it. Let's write a function with parameters. Select the function and click or tap the Math button. Then graph it in 2D. By default, the graph assumes that A and B are equal to 1, but students can adjust the controls to change the values and observe how the graph changes. Next, let's scroll down and look at another OneNote feature that can be helpful for math: ink replay. For this example, let's write out a simple math problem. Students can use inking to show their work as they move through the order of operations toward a solution to the problem. Then, teachers can use ink replay to see how the student solved the problem. Select the area of the screen to replay. Students can also use this feature to replay whiteboard sessions or watch examples from the teacher's notebook. If your class is using a OneNote class notebook, teachers can turn math off temporarily. You can turn off some or all the listed features. For example, if you're giving a test, and set how long you want them to remain off. As you can see, inclusive math features from Microsoft provide a toolbox of capabilities that help students of different abilities and learning styles achieve more. This interactive guide is now complete. Thanks for watching. For more information, visit the Microsoft Education website and check out these additional resources.